everyone. So it was raining the night Dr. Elias Howard died. He was famous doctor, best-selling writer, and a man who knew too many secrets. He sat his big wooden desk, writing in his leather notebook, with one small green lamp on and a glass of whiskey beside him. He stopped writing, looked up, and smiled like he knew the person who had just walked into his office. He said, "You should have a guest." Then he reached for his phone. He never picked it up. Its shadow fell across the desk. A hand in a glove, a flash of metal on screen, one heavy thud, and Dr. Hort was gone. The next morning, his cleaner found his body at 7:14 a.m. The police arrived. The door had been locked from the inside. The windows were shut. Nothing was broken. The weapon was heavy brass, bookend, wiped, a clean of fingerprint. Detective Maya Reed, in her 40s with sharp eyes, walked through the office with her partner, Detective School. She noted that uh, a leather notebook was missing. Only the empty cover lay open the desk. Someone had taken the pages. However, killed him wanted those words gone. Maya knew right away. Maya knew right away. Okay, so that this was no robbery. This was personal. There were five people who could have done it: the secretary and the four patients who had appointments with Dr. Hort the day before. Mine started with the secretary, Margaret Lynch, a nervous woman in her 50s. Margaret said she sat at her desk from 9 in the morning until 7 at her fifth. Margaret said she sat all at her desk from 9 in the morning until 7 at night. She saw every patient come in. She saw every patient go out. Then she looked up and went home. She swore Dr. Hart was alive when she left. He waved at her through the glasses just like he did every night. She gave Maya the list of appointments. Mr. Whitefield at 10, Mr. Crystallins at noon, Daniel Pez at 3, and the last one, Rusman at 50:30. Maya started the interview with Arthur Whitefield in his 60s and dressed in an expensive suit, sat very straight, and said he had been seeing Elias for 12 years. He said the doctor knew everything about him: his marriage, his business, his mistakes. When Maya asked if there was anything that doctor knew that Whitefield wished he didn't, Whitefield answered too fast. Of course not. He was my doctor. He had to keep my secrets. Maya learned in and said, and did men keep secrets really? Well, don't they, Mr. Whitefield? He looked away. Next came Isabel Custless in her 40s, well dressed, calm. She said Dr. Hart was helping her with her divorce. Her husband had been a lawyer for the government until private photos come out last spring and ended his career. Dr. Hart was the only person she had told about those photos before they leaked. When Maya asked if she thought the doctor was leaked, Isabel gave a small, tight smile and she said, I think a man who collects their other people's secrets ends up with too many, then gave Daniel peace in his 30s. In the hoodie, unable to sit still, he admitted he owed Dr. Dr. Hall $42,000. $2,000. The the doctor had been doing something new, therapy on credit, and Daniel never had the money to pay him back. When Maya pointed out that now the out nothing, Daniel said quietly, now I owe you nothing. The last person was Raf Arslan in her 70s, calm, with watchful eyes. She said she had left at 6:15 because she had a call waiting. She said the doctor was alive when she walked out. She said they had talked about what they always talk about, her dead husband and her sadness for the years of it. When Maya said 40 years is a long time to be sad, Chris answered, it's long to time to wait too. Something in her voice made Maya stop. Wait for what? Maya asked, and Iris said softly, for the truth. The night Maya went back to the office, she alone. She walked around the room thinking. She stopped at the bookshelf and pulled out an old copy of Dr. Horst's first book, first big book. Okay, listening to the wounded, the book fell open in her hands, and a photo slipped out. It showed a young Dr. Horst standing next to another man, but smiling arms around each other. The other man wore doctor's coat on the black film. Were the words Sam and Ellie 1985. Maya pulled out her phone and searched for the name someone and son. Dr. Hall's teacher, his best friend, found dead in 1985 from too many pills. The coroner called it an accident. He had died the night before he was supposed to publish a paper that would have made his name instead his student. Eddie Hart published it under his own name. A year later, the paper made her famous. The paper built his whole career. Maya looked at the photo for a long time. She said out loud, he didn't just steal the book, he stole the life. She brought Ross back, and in the night, Ross sat down across from her. No lawyer, no fear. She had calm of woman who had finished what she came to do. Maya said, "You weren't really his patient, were you, Mr. Arnstone?" Ross answered, "I was patient for 6 years. That part was true, but not because I need a help." Okay, that was our story today. Um, it was exciting story. I enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day. Bye bye.